do plastic and straws have in common?
I don't know.
They both suck. Hi, I'm Raven.
And I'm Madison.
And this is a project about plastic and its effects on the environment. It was started as a project for our English class called Genius Hour, but we're both very passionate about this issue, so we wanted to, maybe make it bigger.
Okay, so in this video we're going to be addressing what individuals and society as a whole can do to kind of reduce or decrease their impacts on the earth.
So the first thing that we're going to address is what society as a whole can do to lessen the effects of plastic on the environment and help control that issue. So some of the things that we can do is, this is something that I'm really for, is increasing education, just for society. There's a lot of things that I did not know going into this project. I did not know a lot of the facts that are actually pretty important. I did not know we sent all of our recycled stuff to China. That's something that I didn't know, and I feel like if we increased education with all this stuff, it would really help, because it's opened my eyes a lot, and there's a lot more stuff that I want to do and stuff that I'm going to start doing to help the environment. And personally, I think environmental science should be a required class, because environmental science, we all live on Earth, you know? It's something that affects all of us. It's not just pre-cal, I'm never gonna use it again, but I live on the earth, and it affects me. Everything that happens to this earth affects me. It affects everyone else that lives here. I think that's a very important thing, and I think that should be a bigger thing. Also, it should be a bigger issue in the media. There's so much stuff that's always advertised on the media, oh my god, this politician said this politician said this. Who cares? We need to make the earth a bigger priority than that. And also, people need to know what kind of plastics to recycle. You can only recycle 2 kinds of plastic, but 3 kinds of plastic. But people don't know that. They don't know which kinds of plastic to recycle, so they just recycle all of them, or they don't recycle any of them, and it's a pretty big issue.
Okay, so some more things we can do as a society is get more people involved, kind of spreading word through the media, speaking out on issues you're passionate about. If as many people were involved in the whole environmental movement as people who were involved with the whole metal straw thing, we'd see a drastic change. But lots of people, they switched to metal straws and thought that was enough, but really it's making such a little impact. We need to petition to the government. We need waste limits for production, more limits on how industries can, the release of waste, the release of pollution. There need to be more strict limits set on that. And we need to stop unnecessary production of plastic. You need to kind of reduce your consumption of plastic products.
Because consumerism is a big issue.
And demand will go down if you quit using it, and it'll stop the unnecessary production of plastic, which is going to end up in the ocean.
As individuals, there are also a lot of things that we can do to help control the flow of plastic going into our ecosystem. One of the things, well, 3 of the things actually: reduce, reuse, recycle. You hear this all the time, everyone knows what it means, but people, I guess, don't take it seriously enough. Reduce, reuse, recycle, they're in order of most effectiveness. Reducing your consumption is the most ideal thing. It's the best out of those 3. It's the best way to help control plastic flow. Just reducing consumerism, stop laughing, is sure to help the plastic flow. Also, reusing metal straws would be an example of that. It's good, but it's not as good as reducing what you actually use. But reusing, a lot of people do that. That's good. Plastic water, not plastic water bottles, reusable water bottles, reusable bags, all that kind of stuff that helps control how much plastic we put into the oceans and stuff. Those are really important. And then recycling.
Okay, and third on that list is recycling. It's the least effective out of the 3, but it's still an important thing to do. Lots of people aren't actually educated on recycling as much as they should be. Every time you recycle plastic products, the more a product is recycled, the quality of the plastic goes down, and eventually it's just like it's useless and it's going to end up in the oceans and landfills with the rest of it that wasn't recycled.
Okay, along with reduce, reuse, recycle, there are lots of alternatives to traditional products that like significantly reduce the amount of plastic. Some notable things are obviously reusable water bottles, that's like obvious, and then reusable shopping bags, like everyone knows about those too. But also something that's rising in popularity, it's starting to rain, something that's rising in popularity are shampoo and conditioner bars, which like you can buy them off of websites, and it's really raining right now, and like you just use them to like wash your hair just like normal. And they come like without any plastic. It's nice. Also, produce bags. You can get like mesh produce bags instead of the plastic ones at the store. You can buy those and you can reuse those. There's also silicone food bags, like sandwich bags and stuff. And yeah. Oh.
Okay, another thing you can do to kind of reduce your impact is buying in bulk. When you buy in bulk, it's not all the unnecessary plastic packaging. You just bring like your produce bag or your reusable bag. You can buy in bulk. You can use glass jars. You can use anything that's not plastic when you buy in bulk. It's a lot better for the environment, and there's not all the unnecessary waste.
So another thing that basically everyone knows about, that's really important to do, is composting. This is like a great way, like if you garden or something, it's a great way to like save yourself on fertilizer, which also saves bags, and it's a great way to like get healthy dirt like back to the earth, and it helps like reduce the amount of wasted food going into landfills and stuff, which is great because there's a lot of organic matter that goes straight to landfills and that produces methane, and that's not good for the environment. But you can like make compost bins, and that's good for the environment. Like it creates healthy dirt, which goes back to the ecosystem, and it helps cycle of life.
Okay, so another thing you can do to kind of make some replacements in your life to be a little more eco-friendly are getting wood, metal, and glass alternatives to products that are normally plastic that you use kind of in your everyday life. So you can get like wooden hangers to hang up clothes in your closet. There's wooden silverware, wooden toothbrushes, wooden hairbrushes. You can get glass Tupperware instead of plastic to store your food in. There's all kinds of like, if you look on our blog, we have a blog post talking about like tons of different ways you can replace plastic products in your life, and it really will make a difference the more you reduce your plastic consumption.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching.
Check out our blog for more in detail and informational posts about ways to save the environment. We post frequently. We have like about like 8 posts right now.
Isaac is eating the ant pile. Isaac, stop!